Hi, this is Maritza from Maritza Concepcion Intuitive Consultants. I am a psychic life coach. The following is a video from my live show from an anonymous caller. Please like, share, and subscribe.
AM, and I'm in North Carolina.
Okay, and what is your question?
I just wanted to know if there was anything anyone wanted to say on the other side, any messages.
Okay, so my expertise, and I'll be honest with you, I don't dab into speaking to individuals who passed on, but at some occasions when I'm in the middle of a reading, someone comes up. I almost kind of feel like you lost a grandfather or something like that, a father figure.
Yeah,
Okay, is it the father figure or the grandpa?
both.
Both. Okay. There. See, let me just pick up a little bit more of what they're trying to say here because they're both trying to both come in. I think that. Do you have a son?
I do.
Okay. I think your father figure is attached to your son, and I almost kind of feel like I don't know what kind of relationship you have with your grandfather, but it's almost like that's my baby. You were his baby. I'm not sure if he ever told you that verbally while he was here on earth or if you even met him. But I almost kind of feel like we're all souls. So our souls are connected. And I kind of feel like he's the one that's attached to you. And it's almost like they come together. I don't know what specifically you wanted to know, but it's almost to this effect that I always tell everyone this, that it's nice that they want to hang on to us, but it's also even better if we just keep our memories and tell them to go on to the other side and do what they need to do spiritually. Does that make sense? Like the spiritual work they need to do for us here on earth. Does that make sense?
It does.
Okay. So I do know. Did the color blue? Did he like the color blue?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, if it's your son who's attached to the color blue, it's a message for them to say, hey, you know what? You guys are all right. Does that make sense?
Okay.
With the chaos that you're going through right now, it's almost like you need some comfort. So you're looking for that comfort. They're always there with us. You just have to know how to tune in. Sometimes they come in dreams. Have you had dreams with them recently?
No, everyone else has. I've
Everyone
been kind
has.
of waiting on mine. Yeah.
Okay. So sometimes it's their way of communicating messages. Perhaps maybe you don't need to have that dream. He's given it to you by sometimes the smell. Some smell may remind you of him, or you feel like, oh gosh, I just thought about him. Does that make sense? But I don't want you to do that all the time. Does that make sense? Don't do that all the time because they need to be, they're spirit. So you need to be free, they need to be free. And when the messages come through, they'll come clearly to you. Does that make sense? I don't want you to wrap yourself around the idea of, I haven't had a dream, and he's communicating with you differently. Dreams are for people who probably don't believe in the metaphysical side, like, okay, the lights turn on, or okay, I thought I put this in one place and it's in the other. Does that make sense? It's kind of like them communicating with you in that way.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you have any questions for me as far as like, I do more tarot card, but I did, like I said, sometimes they come in, sometimes they don't. But I did see the two male figures. So, I don't get the clear messages like I believe a clairvoyant may do. So you might want to see someone that, is a clairvoyant. But,
Oh, no, I understand. So I guess terror-wise, I have a trip coming up.
I'm sorry?
I have a trip coming up, and I was wondering if that was going to turn out as expected, or
Okay.
if there were going to be any problems, any complications in that trip.
Okay, sure. Give me just a second. Give me another second here. I'm trying to pick up your trip. feel a little rushed. Let's see here. Give me just another second. And you want to know how the trip is going to go, this current trip that you're taking, how it's going to go. Okay, give me a second. Okay. You have been waiting a little bit for this trip to happen, haven't you?
Yes and no.
Okay, so I almost kind of feel like you planned this whole outing or this trip for a little bit.
Oh, it's definitely planned.
Okay.
Absolutely planned.
Okay. I want you to know that. Are you going with a group?
No.
Huh?
A significant other.
Excuse me. Are you going with another couple, or are you planning to go see someone else while you're there?
No.
You're not.
No.
Okay. So he was supposed to. I think he planned this trip, but I almost kind of feel like somebody feels left out. That's why I say, are you going with a group? Are you going with another couple? Someone feels like they're being left out. You worry about you're a planner, so you're worried about, oh my God, things have to go this way, right? If they go left somewhere, you feel like, holy cow, all my plans are ruined. I don't know if I'm going to keep going with this. Don't do that, because I almost kind of feel like the changes are necessary for you to go forward. Does that make sense? Don't take it as, oh gosh, here we go with the delays, here we go with the obstacles in my way. Don't think of it that way. Think of it as something's intervening in your behalf to make it more pleasant. Does that make sense? Because if you force something, I almost kind of feel like you don't have a good time. Now, I still kind of feel like someone else was supposed to go with you on this trip. I don't know who that third person is, but at the end of the day, I want you to know that make plans, but let the plans fall where they may. Does that make sense? Like if you're going to, like, let's say a castle or something, you're going to go visit a castle, or you're going to see a museum and it doesn't work out, just go with the flow. Go with the flow. You're so trapped in the whole, okay, from this day, from 5 to 12, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Just let it flow. Does that make sense? Like, enjoy yourself as a trip, not as a spreadsheet. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Don't do that. I like plans, absolutely, but I almost kind of feel like you're going to miss out on something if you don't let the universe come in there and sweep you to a different direction. Does that make sense? You'll probably have more fun doing it. And it's more of, perhaps maybe that was one of your relatives playing a game on us, telling, hey, I'm here. I was trying to reconnect. Now my internet went down a little bit. Are you still there?
I'm still here.
Okay, well, that was pretty bold of him to do. So guess what? You and I have to have another conversation later on.
We will. We will.
That's going to be a big conversation. I will call you later on, and I will tell you what I think that message was for. And I think it's your son. Are you worried about your son?
I am.
Okay. So, with that being said, just call me later on about 8 o'clock, and I'll do you that favor. I think he's just like, look.
Thanks for watching. If you're interested in a private consultation, you can contact me on any social media links in the description box.